Hello, Chlorophyll's the name, Sims is the game. Let's get to it. Today, I have done a room build. But it's not just any room build, it's my room build. This is the room I am sitting in right now. I was sitting in it when I built the room. This is where I spend most of my time. It is my room at my parents' house. It's not like a dorm or anything, it's just the room I've been in since 5th grade, I want to say, and now I'm like almost 20, so yeah, it's been a long time. And the thing about my room that I don't really show here is it's in the basement. But my basement isn't like Sims basements, it's only kind of like half underground. And so the window, you can actually see outside without having to look up a bunch as long as, the blinds aren't down. I'm looking at the window like, you can also see what I'm looking at now. It's not like that. Anyway, so this room actually is a little special compared to the rest of the rooms in my house. Um, Originally, when my parents bought the house, there was an unfinished basement, and they actually finished it when my smallest brother was born, so that, each of us could have our own room. And so, they said, do you want to be in the basement? I was like, yeah. And so now I'm in the basement, and my walls are green. I think I've mentioned it before. My walls are green. They're not quite that kind of green, but I swear I couldn't find the green I was going for. They are a little bit more like vibrant and a little bit more yellow, kind of like the bed there, like the green on that bed, more so than what's actually on the wall. Like that, my bed, the comforter I have is reversible, and so I figured that bed worked pretty well because one side is the green and the other side is like a blue teal color. And so I thought that bed was pretty close, although the bed frame is nothing like it whatsoever. And then over here, I struggle with the size of this room because it's not quite right. Like, I feel like there's a little bit more room by the door and that my closet's a little less big, but also they're more than one tile, so I didn't want to take that away either. Like, I feel like if I had to like relate my room to Sims, I'd say my closet to door area is maybe like 3.5 tiles, because like I guess it's just when I put the fish tank in, it seems a lot smaller because my fish tank is a lot smaller than the fish tanks in the game, which you'll see me get to. There's actually two fish tanks in my room. There's my angel fish tank, which is a really tall 40-gallon tank, and then there's my other tank, which Leo was in. Leo actually died a few days ago, which was sad, but he was a good fish. He was getting old. I think there was a fungus in the tank. So now I just have an empty tank, which is kind of sad, but I'm probably going to get some betta fish. I bought some jars. They're pretty big jars, so I'm probably going to put my betta fish in those jars, and then I can have multiple betta fish because if you don't know, betta fish like to kill each other, so you have to keep them separate or else they will. So there I am putting in the angelfish tank. And then I felt like that one with the clothes on it was closer, but the other one, the one I replaced it with, was closer in like what it actually was. So like that's where I keep like my towel and all my hoodies and whatnot. Here I am trying to mess with the closet ratio and whatnot. I feel like the closet's just a little thinner and there's a little bit more room where the door is, but obviously Sims and real life have differences. You can only build on a grid in Sims when really real life doesn't have a grid. Underneath those two maps, I have a lot of maps on my walls. They're not as nice as the maps in The Sims. They're like two posters and then like a canvas roll up sort of thing. But underneath those maps there, you saw me put in like this panel and like shrunk down sign. That is actually the crawl space. And so there's a big crawl space right there. And that's the door to it. I think the door is a little thinner than that, but that's the best match I could find. And then for the closet, my closet actually has an accordion door, but accordion doors don't exist in The Sims, so I didn't put that in. And then here I am picking out some curtains. My curtains, I'd say, are a little bit more blue than those ones, but you can't match everything perfectly. In The Sims 3, you could match a lot closer, but I think I prefer The Sims 4 with how they've handled the colors because it was just so frustrating. Like, first of all, The Sims 3 didn't have very many like good base colors. They're all really weird. So I like that at least, I don't have to go through a bunch of trouble to get the colors I want. But I would like if there was a bit more options. Just, I don't think we need a full color wheel. Anyway, This isn't like my room right now. My room right now is a complete mess. There's the cat living in it, so there's litter boxes and toys and beds and all sorts of stuff. And then I'm not at college right now, so my room has a lot of stuff that would usually be at college. So obviously this is a clean, not super full version of my room. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. Leave a like, remember to subscribe, and go get some sunshine. I'll see you next time.